Hi, my name is Keon Tavakoli, and I'm one of the winemakers here at Crushpad, and I want to welcome you to this installment of Winemaker's Minute. So for today, we're going to be talking about one of the pretty much important aspects of winemaking, which to some extent is related to style, and that's alcohol level in the wine, and how to even achieve that. How is alcohol actually generated in winemaking? For any of you out there who don't really know the concept and kinetics of fermentation, what it is, it's is a yeast that actually converts sugar into alcohol. And the higher the sugar level in your juice, the higher your alcohol level is going to be. Now, in terms of how that alcohol reflects in your style, if you're looking at making a very fruit-forward, rich, dense style of wine with a lot of power and a lot of glycerol content, so that when you're swirling the wine in the glass, you get some nice legs coming through sticking to the glass, then you're looking at having your alcohol level be fairly high. And by high, we're talking anywhere between 14.5 and 15.5% alcohol. If you're looking at something a little bit more elegant, a little softer in style, and also to have some food friendliness to it, then we're looking at probably in the low 14s, high 13s to low 14s. Now, when it comes to making the decision for picking grapes, that's where we take into account the sugar content as well as flavors. Flavor is very important when it comes to picking grapes, as the sugar accumulates in the grapes, that's what dictates what the potential alcohol of your wine is going to be. And to talk about sugar level, we actually measured that level in versions of Brix, or in increments of Brix. That's the level that we actually term, or the unit that we term for measuring sugar content. So to give you some examples, a cab that we would be looking at picking at about 24.5 degrees Brix will give you an alcohol, a potential alcohol level of approximately 14.5 to 14.7%. That's usually in that 57 to 60% conversion. What if we have fruit that's hanging and ready to be picked, but all of a sudden we have a nasty heat spike that hits the vineyard very quickly right before picking? That in turn shoots the sugar up fairly quickly because it's dehydrating the berries, and in turn we end up with potential alcohol level of possibly greater than 15.5, closer to 16, which is probably not very comfortable with a lot of our clients that want to make more balanced wines. What to do when you have these levels of sugars in the must? The option that we have here at the winery is a fancy word that we use called amelioration. It's actually just watering of the must. And what it involves in is basically rehydrating those berries due to the fact that the heat spike in the vineyard dehydrated them. So in summary, in talking about what level of alcohol we want to achieve in our wine, the number one element to really kind of keep in mind is balance. Is how you want that alcohol complementing the rest of the elements in your wine, in terms of fruit, in terms of the acid profile of the wine, in terms of just the complexity and the structure that you're trying to achieve. One thing you want to keep in mind is that no matter what the level of alcohol is, the least favorable expression is the heat that somebody notices in the finish of a wine. We can have wines that are very concentrated in fruit, and in those concentrated years, you can actually get away with a little bit of extra alcohol, meaning you can push the envelope and get to about 15.5 when you have that power of fruit balancing it. But if you have a softer year, if you have a vintage where the fruit is a little bit more elegant and softer, it probably is prudent to kind of keep that alcohol level more in check so that it doesn't overpower the finish of the wine.